Welcome to AliNICOLE WOW. She writes and speaks it all. Today, I want to share with you some excerpts from my Multidimensional Entrepreneurship Made Easy publication series. I have three works that I will be featuring, and also information about these works are in the description box, and these resources are also available on Amazon. I felt that it was important to share these particular works with you because multi-dimensional entrepreneurship is really becoming the new normal for next level business frameworks. So you want to make sure that you are building your business and your entrepreneurial endeavors with the chief cornerstone requirements for success. So today I am going to be sharing from the Multi-Dimensional Empire Branding Factor, an entrepreneur's creation journal for developing a multi-dimensional empire and brand expression. I'm also going to share from the Matryoshka doll's Multi-Dimensional Empire Effect, an entrepreneur's creation workspace planner for designing multi-level empire success. And then I will be sharing from the Multi-Dimensional Profits Prism, an entrepreneur's creation planner for designing multi-dimensional profits models. So it's really important, as I mentioned, because with the multi-dimensional empire and business, the entrepreneurial aspect of it is going to be the overtaking, dominating force that is going to set entrepreneurs up and small business owners for being able to expand the evolution of all that they have become throughout their empirepreneur journeys. So I'm excited to actually be sharing, from this today because as you've heard in the titles or the subtitles, that these are creation journals and creation planners. So it really is time to be in that high level creative and innovative space, but you just want to make sure that you are accurately preparing. And so what I'm going to share today, just some excerpts, will help to get you in the mindset to move forward so that you can really expand the giftings that you have, because you are more than meets the eye indeed. So I'm going to share from the Multi-Dimensional Empire Branding Factor first. So just imagine that you're a skyscraper building with many different levels that would feel as if others were entering into a new dimension the higher they go up. If they were to reach the top by way of stairs, imagine them looking down and seeing all of the levels they've gone up. Think of your empire and branding in this way. There are many levels to your business and brand that desires to be expressed. It's time to start seeing your business empire and brand as different dimensions in order to serve your core audiences of interest at the highest level. So isn't it mind-blowing to think of business and branding in that way? So I just wanted to share a little bit of that. I actually have been showing up as a multi-dimensional empire and brand expression for well over a decade, and my twin empires, the AliNICOLE WOW, She Does It All Media Empires, and also AliNICOLE WOW, She Writes and Speaks It All media, features over 1,000 online platforms that serve different niche markets, and I have around 300 works on Amazon and continuing, and all of these are results of my multi-dimensionalism and how I've multiplied myself across the board in my giftings to serve different industries, but also it showcases a lot of different dimensions of who I am as a brand expression. So I just wanted to be able to share that actually before moving forward to the second work that I'm going to share today. And so I'll move right into that to share about the Matryoshka doll's multidimensional empire effect. So if you're familiar with the Matryoshka dolls, also known as the Russian nesting dolls, you'll know that it's one big doll with several dolls inside that decrease in size. Some of the dolls are identical in features, while others have their own unique identities. Our business empires, brands, products, and services are very much the same way. There are multiple levels to what we have to offer. And once we understand that our entrepreneurial journey as a whole is multidimensional, we begin to see our empires through expanded eyes. And I wanted to be able to just share a little bit of that as I preface of giving just a little bit about my own journey and experience, is that it is all about the expansiveness of the evolution in who we have become. And that's why it's important not to get focused on just one dimension or element of your branding or your empire, because there's so much more that is ready to be expressed. And this is what the new era marketplace is going to be demanding that entrepreneurs bring forth. And so I'm excited again to be sharing this with you. So I'm going to move forward to now start sharing from the Multidimensional Profits Prism. And the section that I'm going to be sharing from within this publication is called How to See Your Entrepreneurship in Different Dimensions and Create Your Profitable Multidimensional Empire. So imagine yourself to be a prism with many facets that light can shine through. With each aspect or side of the prism, there are different dimensions that each have great significance. As you see the light shine through the prism, you often see the rainbow colors reflected. As it relates to your brand and your business in a new era marketplace, you want to make sure that you're demonstrating diversity and multiplicity to showcase different variations of your uniqueness. Having a prism effect allows you to showcase yourself and your offerings in several ways. The different dimensions of your brand and business represent the profit portals that can catapult you into realms of infinite possibilities. These profit portals will introduce you to the basics of your profits prism. Your multi-dimensional profits prism reflects your higher creation potential for developing your best products, services, and profits agenda. And I mentioned earlier from the previous publication about being able to see yourself as a Matryoshka doll. And I talked a little bit about this in this publication as well. I go on to say I would like for you to picture yourself, your brand, and your business like Matryoshka dolls that have several dolls within one doll. There are different dimensions of your potential, brilliance, and branding. Just when you think you've seen the greatest expansion for your mission or vision, you'll discover that there's so much more that desires to come forth. So often, the very reason why there's a limitation to impact and income that most entrepreneurs make is that they level out too soon by getting stuck in a one niche wonder framework, solely focusing on marketing one or two core offers, and don't allow other aspects of their brand or business to break through for greater purpose, possibilities, and profits. It's time to stop seeing your brand, products, and services. It's time to start seeing your brand, products, and services beyond just a one-dimensional vantage point. Your profit model is multi-layered and should consist of at least 3 to 5 different profit agendas that can each be expressed as standalone empires if necessary. So I wanted to take the opportunity to share with you excerpts from these particular publications. As I mentioned, that this is very important because this work is going to be the requirements, as I mentioned previously, the chief cornerstone for your next level business success. And when you want to level up for the higher end advantage to make the greater impact and income, again, you're going to need the structures and the frameworks that are going to support the next level expansion. This starts with awareness, and the multidimensional entrepreneurship is going to expand that awareness, is going to help to anchor the new levels and next levels of comprehension that you're going to need, and then ultimately lead you to being able to craft a new path for yourself that is an expression of the whole of who you have become through your entrepreneurial journey. And this is what will be demonstrated in these different dimensions. And when you're operating in those different dimensions, then the profitability, even from a holistic vantage point, will come forth in ways far beyond your imagination. So I hope that with me sharing these excerpts, this has inspired you to start exploring, brainstorming what the new possibilities could be for setting up your multi-dimensional entrepreneur success, because again, this is the new normal. It's what's going to be required. So if you want to learn more about me, you can visit www.wowshewritesspeaksitall.com. Also, if you're interested in exploring more of my writings and speaking resources, then I'm going to invite you to follow on Tumblr at www.wowshewritesspeaksitall.tumblr.com. I am AliNICOLE WOW. She writes and speaks it all. And I am looking forward to sharing more works with you and future trainings in the near future.